I thought my parents gave me all their love. They decorated a princess room for me, overflowing with countless Barbies. They even splurged on renovating the bathroom just to put in a big bathtub for me, all because I loved my baths. They always told my little brother Leo that his job was to protect me for his entire life. But that all changed after I gave him a bubble bath, and he accidentally choked on a bit of water. My mom went ballistic. Her fingers dug into my neck, her voice a furious hiss. We thought if we were good to you, you'd learn to love your brother. We never imagined you were such an ungrateful little monster trying to drown him. I shook my head frantically, but she just dragged me over to the front-loading washing machine and shoved me inside. You love baths so much, right? Fine, you can wash to your heart's content. My parents rushed out the door with Leo, but in their panic, one of them must have bumped the start button. Water began to pour in, but I couldn't climb out. Tangled with the laundry, I forced my eyes open and saw them rushing back in. I don't want a bath anymore. Mom, Dad, can you please not be angry anymore? The washing machine began to hum, a low, menacing rumble. I pounded on the thick glass door, my small fists making dull thuds. Daddy, Mommy, it's on! Let me out! Water streamed in from the pipes, cold and fast. I curled into a ball, but it rose quickly, already reaching my chest. I sputtered, swallowing a mouthful. On the other side of the glass, my parents were pacing, cradling my coughing little brother. Mommy, Daddy, I choked too. I tried to shout, my voice a muffled plea. If only one of them would just turn around. One glance was all it would take to save me. I threw all my weight against the door, but it wouldn't budge. I remembered them talking about it once, how they'd bought this specific model with a child lock, just in case I got big enough to be mischievous and climb inside. Once it was locked for good. The drum began to twitch, then slowly turn. The icy touch of the metal walls pressed against my skin. Suddenly, the whole world jolted and then began to spin. An irresistible force threw me up, slammed me down, and threw me up again. My body crashed against the hard drum with a sickening thud. I tried to scream for help, but the moment I opened my mouth, soapy, sweet-smelling water flooded my mouth and nose. Dad, Mom, dizziness washed over me, a crushing weight on my chest. I fought to keep my eyes open, desperate for one last look at them. I saw them, a blur of motion, hastily pulling on their jackets. I am so disappointed in Penny. My mom's voice cut through the roar. If she'd do this to her brother while we're right here, who knows what she does in private? She needs to learn a real lesson this time. What do we do, honey? Dad sounded panicked. Leo's been coughing forever. His face is turning red. The hospital. We're going to the hospital now. The machine's first spin cycle paused. The suffocating water slowly drained away, but my relief was short-lived as a new gush began to pour in. Terrified, I used every last bit of my strength to bang on the glass. Daddy, Mommy, please save me. Penny can't hold on. My mom, who was putting on her shoes, froze. She walked towards me. Mommy, help me. I whimpered, a flicker of hope igniting in my chest. I knew it. She was just trying to scare me. I'd never ever hurt Leo again, not even by accident. She reached out a hand, but not for the door handle. She stood a few feet away, her face a mask of disappointment as she pointed a finger at me. You still don't think you're wrong, do you? Trying to break the machine to show me you're angry? Penny, your brother is 2 years old. The first word he learned was sis, and this is how you treat him. You can stay in there and think about what you've done. We've spoiled you rotten, and that's how you became so entitled. I cried and shook my head, feeling the water rising up my back again. My head was still spinning from the first cycle. I weakly slapped the glass to get her attention, but it only fueled her rage. She kicked the machine, the metal frame vibrating from the impact. You dare talk back to me? No, Mommy. The water will fill the whole thing. I can't survive that. I started praying for the water to rise faster so she'd see the danger and let me out. A soft beep echoed and I braced myself, pushing against the walls with my arms and legs. Just hold on. As soon as she opens the door, I'll be safe. But then, the drum began to turn again and my dad walked over holding Leo. Honey, stop wasting time being